today we will start with the last topic of our first chapter, soil as a resource. What is soil? It is the uppermost part of the surface of the earth which we see, where we grow our crops, where we cultivate our land, that is called as soil. And it is the most important natural resource. It takes millions of years to form the few centimeter length of the soil. So it is very important resource with the help of which we do lot of activities. You construct your house on it, you cultivate your land, you grow plants and crops on it. So soil is very important natural resource. The soil is being formed, and there are many factors which are responsible for the soil formation. And the most important factor for the soil formation is the relief feature. The relief feature. There is certain geographical relief features like mountains, plateaus, plain lands, river valleys. All these relief features are responsible for the formation of soil. Then again, the soil formation depends on the parent rock and the bedrock, because the rocks are, through the process of denudation and weathering, are being broken into small particles, and those particles are further converted into soil. So the parent rock and the bedrock is very important to form the soil. The next is the climate. The climatic condition of a particular area decides the formation of soil. In a semi-arid and arid zone, we find a different kind of soil, and in a coastal belt we find another kind of soil, and in a river valley or in a mountain range we find different kinds of soil, which we will read when we will go for types of soil. Another factor is the vegetation. What kind of plants and natural vegetations are available in a place again determines the color, quality and quantity of the soil. Then the time. The formation of time, as we have already read, is a long run process. It takes millions of years together to form. So the formation of soil depends on the time. If it is a longer duration formation, then the quality, quantity and color of the soil will be different. If the soil is formed only due to a shorter span of time, again the soil will be different. The next is the wind, because wind is one of the agent of weathering. It takes the materials from one place and deposits it in another place, so that also helps in the formation of soil. Then the glaciers. Glaciers, when they flow from one place to another, or when they break from one place to another, they carry lot of materials along with them. That also helps in formation of soil. Then the activities of decomposers and organic and inorganic materials, they are also helping in the formation of soil. And based on all these factors, when the soil is formed, its color, its thickness, its texture and age, and the soil's chemical and physical properties are being decided. And on the basis of the color of the soil, thickness of the soil, texture of the soil, chemical and physical properties of the soil is divided into 6 different categories. The first one is alluvial soil. The second is black soil, third is red, fourth is laterite, fifth is arid, and the sixth is forest soil. We'll start with the alluvial soil. Alluvial soil is the most fertile soil which is formed by the deposits of sand and silt. It is basically a process of denudation, that is the materials brought through the flow of